Hi, my name is Thomas Pierce. I'm your local handyman and professional DIYer. Every year there are an estimated 15,500 fires, 10 deaths, and 10 injuries, all due to clothes dryer fires. This is in the United States according to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. The financial costs add up to nearly $100 million per year. That's significant, I think. Many of these fires can be prevented by inspecting and ensuring your dryer vent is correctly installed. Today, I will show you how to make sure your household doesn't add to that statistic. I'll show you the proper type of vent pipes and how to install them. Now, what we'll need is, for this job, we'll need a screwdriver, Phillips, possibly a pair of pliers. You can borrow these from your mother-in-law, your grandma, your neighbor, whoever. These are just common tools. You'll need a tape measure. You can use a yardstick, whatever you have around the house. My tool of choice will be cordless drill, Phillips bit. Quick, does the job very efficiently, and it's a lot easier on the wrist. So, next thing we're going to get to is the preparation. Now we're going to have to gain access to your to the wall and to where the vent pipe actually exits the dryer and goes into the wall and out to the atmosphere, I would imagine. So, I've already moved the appliances back, and I'll show you what it looks like. There I am. Well, there you are. Next thing we're going to do here is take a measurement. Since I plan on replacing this old foil, corrugated, not very efficient vent hose, I need to take a measurement. Now, you can just go ahead and take your tape measure and kind of guess at it. It's like about a 1 foot there, going down to the ground, approximately 4 feet there, and then of course from there all the way over to the dryer, which looks like maybe another 5 feet. Rough estimate. We're going to go to Home Depot and we're going to go get enough vent hose to properly route this. Now the very next thing you need to do is remove this old hose. The problem with these hoses is this foil is very thin. It's easily to get a hole in it, and of course your hot air is venting into your laundry room. But this one, in addition to that, this the way it corrugates, it also, you're not going to be able to see this, but it's not a smooth flow through the vent. So it attracts lint. The lint will actually stick to the sides of this, and then eventually it builds up and it'll clog. So, besides that, this has got a hole in it, see? That's not good. This is just the cheapest, easiest version of a vent hose you can get. Not recommended. The other one that's not recommended is a vinyl spiral wire type line, exactly like this, except for this is made from vinyl. That's probably what you'll see on your grandmother's dryer, and that's probably what my grandmother has on her dryer. So, please go over there and help her change it out. It could cause a fire and she wouldn't even know it. So, we're going to remove this old hose. And it was very simple. I just pulled it off the end of the dryer, and there it is. Both lines, both ends, off the dryer, and off of here. So, we'll get rid of this. Now, the next thing we'll have to do is vacuum and clean out all this lint that we have around here. Hold on a second. So here's the vent going out into the penetration through the wall. Now you can see I've already used the vacuum on this, even though I didn't get it completely clean. And it looks like one of the little doors there is kind of stuck open. I'll have to go investigate that. But basically, you will want to get as much of the lint out of the line as you possibly can, and just use your vacuum. Your wife won't mind if you get a little dust in the vacuum. And on the other end of it, coming around here, you can possibly see this is the section of your dryer where the hot air comes out of. Inside here, you will have to stick your vacuum in as much as you can, and you can possibly see where I have done that, and get any of the lint that you can get out of there. That's very important. Now let's go look at the lint screen. Now here I am. This is a pretty common occurrence here. So my wife left clothes in the dryer. The real reason why I decided to change this vent is because it was taking over an hour to dry these clothes. That's not common. That's not a normal occurrence here. Usually 30 minutes. If you really overstuff the dryer, 45 minutes. But since this hose had holes in it, and maybe you can see there's a lot of lint in there. This is your lint screen. Now you may have one on top. Mine's in the front right here in the door. And this is basically your culprit. Lint. Now this lint screen doesn't necessarily get all the lint that comes out. It goes down in here. It gets past this lint screen. Stick your little attachment on there that gets in the cracks of your couch or whatever, and you stick it down there and suck out as much lint as you can. They also sell brushes on these long spiral wires that you can stick down in there and grab the lint, pull it out, suck it off with your vacuum cleaner. It's very important. So, we've removed the hose, we've cleaned all this up. The next thing is, we'll get the new hose and show you how to attach that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to show you what I got from Home Depot. Now, there's two different types that I suggest you use. Now, you can use the hard aluminum kind with an elbow. You can use the flexible aluminum kind that is not the corrugated wire. This is a very stiff aluminum pipe. Now it comes with these clamps, and this is where your screwdriver will come in hand. And for my application, I used both. So I attached the corrugated to the aluminum pipe. I clamp it here. Now this right here is the tape. The elbow fits in here a snug fit, but you have to attach it to keep it from coming out. So you have to tape it. Now this is the metal tape, aluminum tape. You can get that also at Home Depot. Do not use screws. No matter what you do, don't use any screws. Just use clamps and tape. That way the screws will grab the lint. Alright, so we're down to installing the hose, and what we're going to need for this is the screwdriver that I mentioned before. The clamp is already on there, and it's fairly simple to put a clamp on the hose. I don't think I need to give you any special instructions on that, but to kind of fit this on here, we want a snug fit. You got to be careful. We don't want to tear it, kink it, especially since I just spent, what, $15 on all this setup here. Now, there it goes. It's slid on there. That's fairly simple. Slide it on. Pick your cordless drill, or if you don't have one, that's fine. You can sit here and turn it with the screwdriver. It's no big deal. So there it is. Pretty snug. Pull on it a little bit. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have any air leaks on that one. The other end, in my situation, it clamps at the other end to the hard pipe that I showed you earlier. And now I'm going to show you how to connect it to your dryer. Alright, so here it is. This is the elbow. There's the connection I showed you earlier that you should have vacuumed out by now. This is just as simple as a push-on fitting, really. There's nothing special about it. It's a snug fit. So you push that on pretty good. This is where I taped it with the metal foil tape right here, and that'll keep the leaks away. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to test it to make sure we don't have any leaks. Okay, I'll plug the dryer back in. I didn't tell you to unplug it before. It's really not necessarily a safety option. We're not really getting into the wiring portion. We're just pulling the vent off. But if you want to be safe as you possibly can be, then go ahead and unplug it. Then I'll go ahead and push it on. There it goes. And feel down here with your hand. No air leaks. This is where I connected it to the metal pipe. No air leaks there. And all the way up to where it goes out. No air leaks there. So, our operational check good, no leaks, and our pipe is installed. I'll push this back. We don't have to worry about crushing this metal line. Alright, so that's how you replace a clothes dryer vent hose. Today I've shown you how to, as far as the quick review goes, today I demonstrated how to properly remove, inspect, and install a clothes dryer vent hose. You can now go to your laundry room and see if all those lost socks that were eaten by your dryer are going to cause you some serious problems. Have a nice day.